Hi everyone. So I was thinking, let's do a pick a card reading to reflect on 2018. Like, what was your growth in 2018? What lessons did you learn? Because it's easy to be like, oh man, this year was so hard. Because I feel like this year was hard for so many of us, like, if not all of us. Um, but it's hard to remember all your triumphs, especially because, like, we're always like, okay, what's next? What's next? So let's do it. 3 piles. Pile number 1. 2. Oops, sorry, saw that one. 2. Pile number 3. Sorry, I saw that one too. Who knows, it might help you pick. I think I usually go left to right, but for some reason, just it's the other way. So this is 1, 2, 3. I'm using all my decks, guys, okay? Ordered it. 2, 3. Okay. 1, please. Take the one that's on the bottom. 2. Way too many. 2. Hmm. 2. It's so funny, like a bunch came out for 2, and then like now, oh, it happened again. There's 2. Okay. 3. Pile number 1. 2 came out for pile number 1 for the Sacred Geometry Oracle. Pile number 2. 2. Pile number 3. There's 2 peeking out. Pile number 1. Oh, that one flipped quick. That was fun. Pile number 2. Usually they'll do something specific, but for that one it like flipped. It flipped like from this way to this way inside of the deck. Didn't come out. That was really cool. The shapeshifter for number 1. Okay, pile number 2. Pile number 3. 2. So I'm getting the sense that this is also going to give a glimpse into like the next year, 2019. It's going to be like summing up 2018 and then also giving a glimpse into 2019. So that's fun. I like how that turned out. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. Pile number one. One, two, three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Pile number one. Okay. Pile number one. Can you see this on? So, the first message, I like to start with the Rider-Waite, the classic I'm getting, is your 2018 can basically be summed up like this. The Hermit, going on a journey in the darkness with the lamp of the divine to guide the way. So a hermitage, inward, away from society. But you're ready to come out of it and you've learned a lot. So good for you for being brave. Hermitage is not easy. And you have hope for this new beginning. This prosperous new beginning. Spoiler alert, it is going to happen. And also, you're manifesting it. The reason why I say that it's going to happen is because of the bottom of the deck. For all of them. Like this one is a very positive one. Positive, uplifting new friends. It's funny, for some reason, this one just called to me for you too. It's time to become a great leader. A very successful hermitage you had. I cannot believe I just yoded that right there. I'm not even like a huge Star Wars fan, that I'm staying in my uncle's old room and he was. Anyway. Also, bottom of the deck for all piles. Change. The changes that you're going through are positive. So yeah, like I said, your hermitage was very productive. This one caught my eye for you too. When you share, everyone feels happy. I feel like it's time to share all your insights. Share all that self-love you've got now. I feel it. You were in a hermitage in 2018 because you're very vulnerable. You were in a very transitional phase in your life. When we're changing emotionally, mentally, energetically, who we are in the physical world changes. I get the sense that you knew you really needed like a life overhaul. You really took care of yourself. Good for you. You were a vulnerable worm and you were looked after, which you can get the sense of by the fairy in this card. You're protected and looked after and guided. And you took good care of yourself. But this also came with a lot of fear, and I think in a lot of ways that you faced so many of your fears, and when you face them and embrace them, then their power is gone. It's exactly what they say. That's what Amy Sophia Marashinsky says for this card. You face the fear, you name the fear, and it loses its power over you. So, yeah, a rough but productive year. So brave, so brave. So, your sacred geometry oracle cards, they came out together, were the Merkaba and Dynamic. And what's interesting is just looking at the imagery on this card, like, I get the sense of like working together. Like you're a pyramid, and then you're working with another pyramid, and then like this is your personal pyramid, integrating like all this new information that you got from like the other pyramids you interacted with. Like, basically, think of your pyramid as your Akashic records, like where they're stored. It's like an energy center that you connect to through your crown chakra. And everyone has them, or has the ability to access the Akashic records. Yeah. So basically, like you integrated a lot of information from other entities, I'd actually say, not even people. I feel like you were helped a lot. That message came through with beautiful little worm. Like you're definitely looked after and cared for. I definitely get an old soul vibe, like someone who's incarnated a bunch of times because of this Merkaba. Because like when I think about it, and my knowledge of Merkaba, I mean, I know some people are new souls, so it's like either they have a new Merkaba or they haven't like started making one yet, or they can access like a general library. I have to be honest, I have to expand my knowledge on that, but yeah. So you were helped, like listen to the what's on this card. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. So I get the sense that like you received energy like from other Merkabas, as well as I feel like you were seeking out information and learning a lot of things in your hermitage, which you were able to integrate through whatever source that came in. I get an intellectual vibe from this group. I have a feeling maybe you read a lot. Yeah, from a real library. You know what I mean. So, bottom of the deck for all of the piles is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is when you leave this like emotional investment where your emotions were invested. You leave that and go on a journey of self-discovery and become the hermit. So I get the sense that you left a relationship, or multiple relationships, probably. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, and you weren't feeling very grounded. But in this feeling of not being grounded and having to face your fears, you evolved so much. I feel like you're ready. You're ready for a new relationship, like a higher vibrational relationship. In order to attract it to you, focus on being present in the moment, stopping and smelling the roses, so to speak, as displayed in this card. You know what I mean? Enjoy your sensory experience of life, like fully enjoy it. Take your time with things you can take your time with, you know? Enjoy the pleasurable aspects of life because this will attract love to you. You'll be in a high vibration and like attracts like. Bottom of the deck for all the piles. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, like I said, you're being helped. Like the divine, the energy of the divine, source energy is working. The timing is working for you. Like source or God or whatever you want to think of it as is going to present this situation. It's going to like bring it to you. So that's beautiful. I don't know why I keep wanting to read you both, but I feel like they really apply. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. This is right underneath. Like, it's another way to enjoy the pleasurable aspects of life. Flirt, even if it's without intention. Just enjoy someone's presence. Share ideas. Compliment them. Enjoy getting complimented. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm just gonna keep going because it feels right. I feel like you were in a relationship with somebody who was very deceptive. Like I feel like it's almost like one day you just like realize like what? Like you saw through it and you were like done. And then that was like your wake up call that led you on this hermitage. So I want you to also realize that's a gift because look who you are now. Yeah. Messages just come through and I just roll with it. I'd love to hear if they resonate. See if there's any more messages for you. Oh yeah. Your pile. From the Unicorn Oracle. Creative. Draw, paint, think, and act in creative ways. Because you've done so much inner work in 2018, it's allowed you to come to like this very creative place, and I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Like you can just feel it, like you got so many ideas and you're like so excited about certain things. You're appreciating things more, and like I want you to write down your ideas of what you want to create. And then start working on actually manifesting that. Or better yet, just start creating something. Like just be spontaneous about it. Just start it. Just do it. And then I think you'll notice that you're just like so stoked about it, you'll keep coming back to it. However this works for you, like you have some creative energy, and I really believe that this Elizabeth and the Lion, it's time to become a great leader, applies to you. I'd like to read that to you, actually. Because then you'll get a better sense of why I feel like it's so important for you to be creative right now. Also, something I just noticed, bottom of the deck, positive, uplifting new friends is a 10. Elizabeth and the Lion is a 20. 1 is the beginning, and 2 is like forming partnerships. There's different meanings to numbers, but that's what I'm getting for you. So like, yeah, you're at the beginning of like a new life, basically, like a rebirth, and new partnerships are going to come in for you. And people who you're going to lead, which is incredibly exciting and rewarding, and I'm super stoked for you. Okay, number 20. I just read you the number and I'm like, what number was it? Okay, about Elizabeth and the Lion. These two have come forward as one. They are indivisible and interchangeable, the masculine and the feminine, both divine. Elizabeth and the Lion have made an appearance to you for a good reason. It is your need for the energy of the magnificent lion. His royalty, dignity, blood-stirring and fearful roar, enormous mane, power and speed, and ability to luxuriate and accept deference and offerings. I'm going to read that again. It is your need for the energy of the magnificent lion, his royalty, dignity, blood-stirring and fearful roar, enormous mane, power and speed, and ability to luxuriate and accept deference and offerings. It is also your need for the commanding presence of Elizabeth, a queen, a shapeshifter with fairy blood, who showed what it means to endure danger after danger, and in the end to take up arms and rally troops to impossible victories. So the message coming through for you is like, the fact that you did so much inner work has now made you like a warrior. That's beautiful. Not only is it going to help so many people, but it's going to be so rewarding for you. It's like this whole new life. I can feel it. I can feel it for you. And I'm super excited. Like, I'm kind of on the verge of tears a little bit. I'm super happy for you. So, oh yeah, last card I haven't shown you yet is Gaia. Now, immediately when I saw this, I remembered my personal journey this year and the messages that I received about this change. The earth is ascending energetically, evolving into a higher being, the earth itself, Gaia, which I believe is why 2018 was so difficult. Along with, there was a lot of retrogrades, a lot of planetary retrogrades, but also this planetary ascension, which forced a lot of us to face a lot of our lower vibrational energy so we could evolve too. I'm going to read you this card. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. This is also a really good reminder of like how important it is for you to be this leader, you know? Because we're all connected. We all need help. We all have a role to play, and yours is a big one. Discernment. Another 20 card. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. This is going to come in handy for you from 2018 to 2019. I also am getting the vibe that you developed this very well in 2018. Just remember to keep the learnings in mind. Make sure they're integrated because this is going to really come in handy. Okay. I'm going to keep Miracle 33. Ones to twos to threes. The threes are mind, body, and spirit working together. Miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as a part of Source and therefore our belief that anything is possible. I want you to have this kind of attitude going into 2019 because it is true and you are a powerful creator. You can create miracles. With your passion. Okay, I'm done pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. So immediately, I get the sense that you're coming out, 2018 was about you coming out of a marriage or a very long term relationship or a relationship that represents the old paradigm. And what I mean by old paradigm is of like a dominant, submissive, codependent, lower vibrational type of scenario. And really, like, I make it sound simple, but each one of those concepts is very complex in itself. So if any of those words resonate, or if you need me to clarify, leave me a comment. But anyway, you're coming out of a relationship that was a very big deal. And the Hierophant represents old traditions and marriages, soul contracts. So ending a soul contract, ending a legal contract of marriage. Also, the Two of Cups is in reverse, so it was a romantic relationship. And I'm really getting a sense that like most, if not all, of pile number 2 came out of a marriage. I'd love to hear how that resonates. And the Knight of Pentacles is like slow and steady wins the race. So I feel like this was your 2018. Like you're like, okay, so let me get a game plan together. Okay, what do I need to do now for myself, for my life? Because Pentacles are physical reality. So it's like, where am I going to live? How am I going to make money? How am I, what makes me happy now? What are my new hobbies? Like, who are my friends? Do I want to keep my old friends? Do I want to contact my old friends, etc., etc.? Like anything that's in the physical reality. So you were like really taking your time trying to figure things out in 2018 after you came out of this. I'm just going to go ahead and say soul contract. That feels right. But good thing you did, because your journey in 2018 was from illness to wellness. So this relationship wasn't serving you anymore. And I do believe that everything we go through in life is a lesson. So don't think of it as a mistake. Yeah, really. You may be like, oh, one of those people who's like, I was going to get married only once. I never saw this happening. And I completely understand that. But, sometimes idealism can't hold up in the ways that you planned. And if you can accept that reality and accept that sometimes things are lessons, even the lesson of no one's perfect, I mean, that's really important. Yeah. Little wolf girl, you in 2018, it's all right to be alone. And it's really good that you did. All of these cards are showing that it was the right thing to do. I'd like to read Little Wolf Girl to you, but the Unicorn Oracle, relax, everything's okay. I feel like you had a lot of anxiety in 2018, like, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right decision? Yes, because you were able to conceive a lot of new ideas about what you wanted your life to look like, and it empowered you. You made this journey from illness to wellness. And I feel like you realized this wasn't serving you anymore. It was time to get out of this relationship. You went inward, which is what you need to do for illness. And now you're ready to come outward. Wellness, when you're feeling well, mentally, emotionally, energetically well, you're ready to come out and share with the world and be a part of the world. And it seems like you came up with some really good plans that empowers you, and that's super great. Yeah, you really tapped into trusting the universe, I feel like, or God, or whoever and whatever you connect to. a higher power. Let's just say that. You did have faith and trust, and that's brave. Good for you. All right, little wolf girl. I'd like to read that one. This small girl who changes in the woods under the full moon into a creature wild and undomesticated remains gentle, soulful, and true to her essence. She wants you to know your solitude is your sanctuary. She wishes for you too to know you are changing and showing more of your true self. She wishes you to know that while these changes will be empowering, at first they may make you vulnerable, fragile, and open, as she is if you gaze deeply into her eyes. You must wear a symbol of what you are becoming at this time, as she does, and take on that which you wish to change into. This will become your talisman, and it holds great magic within it. Choose this alone. Ooh, that's great. Yeah, I wear a crystal around my neck. Definitely time for a talisman, my friend. An empowering one. Isn't it funny how so many of those words were already in your cards? Empowerment. What else I don't know. I remember that one. Um, yeah. So I feel like that really represents 2018 more so, and I feel like that you're becoming like more solid and well and ready to come out of your shell. But if you don't already have a talisman, yeah, that's definitely a confirmation that you need one. Crystals and oils are very helpful in protecting your energy and transmuting negativity and etc., etc. If you have any questions about crystals, feel free to leave me a comment because I do know a lot of them pretty well, actually. Not gonna lie. And I'd be happy to help you out if you need to figure it out, and like I'll give you some guidance and even like tell you about shops I know about or people that know more than I do if I feel like I can't answer your questions. Yeah, I think I read you all of the cards for your pile. Now let's do the bottoms of the deck. So, this person is leaving this emotional, where their emotional investments to go on a journey of self-discovery. Definitely your 2018. Change. The changes that you're going through are positive. So yeah, the changes you went through are positive. This is confirmation you did the right thing. You evolved. Positive, uplifting new friends. So you have some new relationships that want to come in for you. And divine timing is at work in your love life. For some reason, I'm getting the sense that this is kind of a surprise. Like maybe you weren't even thinking about it. But just know that, like, however you see God or a higher power or beings that help you, you're being helped. And at the right time, you will meet the right person. And it's worth waiting for. I'd love to hear how that message resonates, actually. This is bottom of the deck, Gaia. And the way I see this is the Earth was also going through a lot of changes in 2018. Planetary ascension. Like the Earth is evolving too, which is why so many of us had a difficult 2018. And we're all made of the Earth and water, which is part of the earth, so we're 70% water. Um, so yeah, I truly believe it was like we were helping the earth and the earth was helping us too, you know? Because many people think like, oh, this is the end of the world. This is the end of the world. Well, no, not if humanity rises to the occasion. I don't know why I just felt like I wanted to tell you that, group number two. Um, and that's it. Okay, group number three. Okay, immediately now that I've seen the Rider-Waite, I get the sense that you reconnected with someone from your childhood and you thought this was going to be it. But now that you're an adult, you saw things differently and certain secrets and deceptions came to light. Um, you thought this was going to be it. You thought this guy, upright, is seeing the progress of his labors. His ships are coming in and you can tell him about all the money he's made. So it's like seeing the progress of your labors. It just didn't turn out the way you thought it was going to, because they have a very emotionally immature energy. I get the sense that it's almost like they were the same as they were when you knew them, and you were like, well, yeah, I mean, there's certain things I liked about that, but like, I was also expecting you to be like more mature now, that we're adults. But sometimes that happens, Sometimes people just get stunted in their growth. Actually, I feel like oftentimes that's the case. Um, yeah, sometimes trauma inhibits people's ability to mature and evolve. Um, yeah, and the reason why I say this is because, this came out for you, for the shapeshifters. Childhood treasures resurface. This card talks about connecting with, people, objects, places from your childhood, like where you grew up. Um, Yeah, I actually am also getting the message for this group that like you got back in contact with somebody from like your hometown, and then like now that you're back for the holidays, you're just like so disappointed because it was like built up. Like you thought this was going to be like your romantic love situation, and this was it, like I said earlier, and then it turns out like it's not what you thought it was going to be. You were deceived, or you deceived yourself. Now the secrets are all coming to light. King of Cups reversed, an emotionally mature energy. Immature, sorry, emotionally immature because it's reversed. Um, yeah, I'm seeing why that message is coming through, because it's like in 2018 you were separated and you were like longing for your lover and this romantic love that you thought was going to be it for you. This person from your childhood, um, But then now I'm seeing other things that were going on with you in 2018. So I feel like I want to clarify. I want to get a little more insight into this, or just let me sit with these for a minute. Shape shifting and third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. And Vila is a shapeshifter who goes from dancing joyfully to like fiercely protecting her wild home with her animal friends. So yeah, I'm definitely going to clarify here. I feel like it goes with this too. I really do think these all go together, and we're still going to clarify. Curiosity. Start a project related to something you're curious about. So I feel like maybe it was actually, I mean, I truly believe everything that happens to us is supposed to happen to us for one reason or another, and we all have lessons to learn here and roles to play. Um, but I think that it was important for you to like focus your energy on this long distance relationship where you were kind of, obviously leading separate lives because you were in different towns, but because they weren't around, and so it was almost like you were kind of occupied in terms of like your emotions, and then you're like, but you have time, and you're not physically with this person, so what am I going to do in my time? And then you were like, you came up with this new project that you were interested in that has to do with something you intuitively have known that you wanted to do. Okay, yeah, we're gonna clarify. So this is part of your 2018. We already discussed. Oh, and we'll get more into that. There's more romantic messages here for you that are positive. Spoiler alert. I wanted to let you know. It's not like, oh, that didn't work out. Anyway, that's not what it is. There's more coming. But let's dig deeper into this. Clear cards for shape shifting, curiosity, and the third eye chakra. This person did not want you to start this project. Or for some reason you weren't starting it because of this person. You were stuck in your head about it. You weren't doing anything but against your own will to start this project. Or see it through, really. Yeah, you weren't able, okay. So the message I'm getting for you is that in this time that you had while you were in separation from your love interest in 2018, you became curious about a new project that was fulfilling at a soul level you intuitively knew. But you were stuck in your head about it, and you couldn't move against your own will. Reverse. These are both in reverse. I feel like in this case of a reversal, it's like you're coming out of this now. But these kind of clarify each other. That makes sense. Further clarifiers. You couldn't be the magician and start this new project for whatever reason, and this person was holding you back in some way from seeing it through. That's really the message that I'm getting, from seeing it through. And then this is the energy that you're in now. You're looking at You're looking at what you've started, kind of reflecting on it. Because pentacles are physical, it's like what, so yeah, you definitely started something. You didn't see it through because of this person for one reason or another, but now that you've realized that this person isn't for you, you're at a fresh new beginning. Bottom of the deck for the clarifiers. The Fool. Packed light, ready to go at 0 point. Let's go, let's get started. I'm ready for this journey. You're ready for this journey. You're ready to see this project through. Okay, I want to clarify this shape-shifting card for you. Okay, so the energy that I get now that I've clarified it, yeah. It's like you thought, like, the dun da da da, I found my perfect partner, but it was like, no. So you're shape shifting from like this one reality to another. Like, no, this isn't true for you anymore. So now I'm going to put my focus more on this project. That's how you're shape shifting. Okay, so let's get to the positivity of what you learned in 2018 and what's coming in for you in 2019. So 2018, this person is leaving their emotional investments. Cups are emotional, to go on a journey of self-discovery. Part of your journey of self-discovery was realizing your passion for this project, your curiosity, your passion, your intuitive longing for it, and starting it. New love is coming in for you, and it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, so this situation will be presented to you. All you have to do is wait for it. If they feel like the message here for you is just focus on your project and focus on yourself, keep your vibration high, and then like attracts like. Flirt. Even if it's unintentional, just enjoy people. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Because yeah, this person was deceptive. They're wearing a false self mask. So maybe they weren't even aware of their issues. Change. The changes that you're going through are positive. This represents your 2018. I think more for you at the end now that we're at the end of 2018. It's like, now that you realize this and you're going to let this person go who's not good for you and isn't what you thought that they were, it's positive change. Positive, uplifting new friends, bottom of the deck. So not only is divine timing at work in your love life, but positive, uplifting new friends are going to come in for you. I feel like related to this project. That's the message for you. Gaia. This message definitely applies to all three piles in the same way. The earth has been going through a lot of energetic changes, which is why all of us as humanity had such a rough 2018, because as the earth was evolving and changing its energy, so were we, and we had to face all these lower energies in order to evolve. And as I say that, the message just came in that this person you had been pining over them for a long time. You had thought they were the one for a long time. So I don't know if this is a new realization or something you already came to, because I don't want to trigger you too much. I'm really only trying to help you, but think of it as like, sigh of relief, like something that had been bugging you for so long doesn't have to bother you anymore, and something better is coming in for you. You just have to be patient and receptive to it. It's probably going to make this person look like Like, I was obsessed over that person for so long. I've had so many moments like that in my life where it's like I evolve and then I start seeing like the different people that I attract and I'm like, wow, like it's like a whole new reality. Like, um, yeah, discernment. This applies for you. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Yeah, I think maybe instead of giving your all to somebody, like I feel like maybe you gave your all to this person and like forgot about yourself. Discern between giving to others and giving to yourself. That's the message for you. Pile number 3. Miracle. This applies for you too. I think this project is very important, not only for you, but for humanity. It's going to be miraculous.